Hey y'all, it's Missy. Welcome to Crafty Cove, where we like to do farmhouse decor on a Dollar Tree budget. If you're new here, I would love if you'd hit that subscribe button. And if you're returning, y'all know I love each and every one of you. We're going to get right into this video today. We're doing another farmhouse DIY video, and these are super simple. So for the first one, we're going to use one of these home signs from the Dollar Tree. And the first thing I'm going to do is go all the way around the edges with some white Waverly chalk paint. After we get the edges done, we are just going to paint the front of this with white Waverly chalk paint also, getting inside those letters so you don't see the raw wood when we're done with this. Next, I am using a piece of the buffalo check fabric from the Dollar Tree, and I am just gluing it on to the back side so that when you turn it over, you'll be able to see the buffalo check through the letters. I'm just doing this in little sections, and all I'm using is hot glue, and then I'm just pressing it down so that it does not get all lumpy with the hot glue, and I'm pulling it as I go to make sure that I get a tight fit. After we get that all on there, then we're just going to take our scissors and do as close of a cut as we possibly can. Next, I'm going to take one of these little Dollar Tree trays, the wood ones, just going to start painting on Waverly Wax in Antique. And after I get it painted on, I'm just going to wipe it off with a paper towel. I'm going to do this on this entire piece. Fronts, backs, sides, insides, outsides, everything is going to get a coat of the wax and then just get wiped right back off with the paper towel. I just love the look that this gives, and this is the easiest way for me to figure out how to get the look I wanted. Next, we're going to go ahead and we are just going to use wood glue and hot glue. We are going to glue our little tray down here at the bottom. The wood glue is for the long hold, and of course the hot glue is for the short-term hold. After that, I just felt like it needed more, so I'm going to take some skewer sticks from the Dollar Tree, about 5 or 6 of them, and I cut off the tips. After I get all the tips cut off, I'm just going to stain those again with Waverly chalk paint, or I'm sorry, Antique Waverly Wax, and then we're just going to start gluing them around the home sign. And it's super easy to do. I'm just going to show you me doing one of them. Just put the hot glue on the skewer stick, stick it to the sign, and that's it. Gives it a little frame, and I think it turned out super cute. I hope y'all enjoyed this one. This could go about anywhere in your home. Don't forget, y'all can also find me on Instagram over at craftycove_DIY, where I get a little more personal and get into my projects a little bit more. And y'all, I'm new to the YouTube or to the TikTok train, so you can find me there at Crafty Cove 1974. All right, let's keep going. So for DIY number 2, I went and got one of these 3D wreath forms. Y'all, if y'all have ever put one of these together and did not have trouble, congratulations, and y'all are my hero. Because this took me an hour and a half to get this thing together. And I had to end up using floral wire just to get it together and then put those little metal pieces on there. I am such a hot mess when it came to this. I mean, it took forever. But we do get it together. Once I've got it together and how I want it, I'm going to use a square piece of wood from the Crafter Square, the wood planks, and I'm going to glue this wreath onto the wood. Now, I'm hoping that I'm explaining this good. Y'all, I probably used about 2 sticks of the large Gorilla Glue sticks because this sucker was not going to come off here. After I get that finished, then I'm going to glue one of the little circle wood pieces to the top. Next, I'm going to take one of our galvanized chickens, and I'm going to paint it with 2 good coats of Waverly white chalk paint on each side. After I get that finished and that has dried completely, I'm going to take my chippy brush that I got at the Dollar Tree. I love this brush. And I'm just going to go around with some black chalkboard paint and give it a little bit of a distressed look. Y'all know me. I like the farmhouse. I like the distressed look. I love the buffalo plaid. So that's what we're going with here. After we get that finished, we're going to glue our chicken right inside of our wreath, right to that little bar that stands up. After we get it glued to it, then we're just going to go all the way around the chicken with even more hot glue and reinforce it. Y'all know I'm a hot mess and I always do things the hard way. So after this, I decided to flip it over and go ahead and paint this circle that's at the top, on the bottom, and on the top. This would have been so much easier if I'd have done that before I glued it on. After that, we're just going to cover this bottom piece with some of the moss from the Dollar Tree. I did use a whole bag, but I wanted this completely covered. I don't even know what I'm calling this project, except that it's my favorite project in this entire video and one of my favorite projects that I've ever done. I absolutely love the look of this. I think it looks so high-end, and it's so super simple to do. So you just cover it to your heart's content. Don't worry about how much or how little. Just do it the way you want to do it. Next, I take a whole bunch of Easter eggs that I got at Easter time from the Dollar Tree, from Michael's, from Hobby Lobby, and I'm just gluing all of those in front of my chicken, just however I feel like I want them to look. After that, I'm sorry about the angle here. I'm going to take some of this new garland greenery from the Dollar Tree. I guess that's what you call it. I love this stuff, and it is so stinking cute. And I'm just going to wrap it around the top between the circle and the actual wreath form here. Does that make sense, y'all? After we get that finished, then I'm just going to take pieces off of this garland and wrap it around all of the little metal pieces of the wreath. So super simple, nothing hard about it. I didn't even hot glue these. I just wrapped them around. After we get that finished, we are going to keep going with that apparently. I didn't know I left all this in the video. Sorry, y'all. But this just, to me, gives it a higher end look. I showed this on my live, and I asked everyone if they thought that I should just go ahead and not wrap the greenery around these little wire pieces. But everyone that I talked to loved the look of it like this, so that's what we're doing. Next, we're just going to glue some more of those eggs to the top, and that is it. This is what it turns out like. I absolutely love this. The pictures do not do it justice. It is so stinking cute, y'all. And if you want to remake this and have this look, here's your chance. If you can't find those galvanized animals at the Dollar Tree, I'm giving an entire set away plus a $20 Dollar Tree gift card. Just somehow incorporate the word farmhouse into your comment that you leave on this video, and you will be entered. I am so excited to give these away because I know right now it's so hard to find them. If you'd like to support my channel in another way, you can always buy me a coffee. I will have my link listed in the description box below. Okay, y'all, we're going on to DIY number 3. I only have 4 DIYs on this one today, so here we go with number 3. I'm taking 2 of these nautical signs with the hooks on them, and I'm just going to remove the hooks and the hanger on the back. Then I'm going to go ahead and go all the way around these with some black chalkboard paint from the Dollar Tree. And I'm doing the exact same thing that I'm showing you on both pieces. Next, I'm going to take some of the buffalo check vinyl from the Dollar Tree, and we are going to cover both of these little signs up. Y'all know how I am about my buffalo check. I love it. Then we're just going to cut them off. Again, do the same exact thing on the other one. Then we're going to take one of these super cute star signs that I found at the Dollar Tree, and I'm not even painting this because I absolutely loved the look of it. We're also going to use one of the new Farmers Market stencils that the Dollar Tree has. So I'm just putting my little signs where I want them, and then I'm going to mark them. After that, I'm going to use some Mod Podge right in the middle where my stencil is going to be. This is a tip from my friend Amanda at 6 Kids and a Glue Gun, and this worked perfectly so that my stencil doesn't bleed. After that Mod Podge dries, I'm just going to go ahead and tape it down, and then just hold it also as I stencil. I'm just doing a pouncing motion, and between the tape holding it down and the Mod Podge, there was hardly any bleeding at all, and I absolutely love this project because of that. So there we are with our stencil done. Now we're just going to use some wood glue and some hot glue, and we are going to put both of our little buffalo check signs on there. And this was perfect because I did not want that star to show, and this first little hook, it just covers that up completely. Do the same exact thing to the other side, and that is it. I can see this being in a kitchen. Right now, I have it over my stove in the hotel room so that I can just hang little towels or anything like that on it. But this would actually look good anywhere in your room, in your home. I love it. What do y'all think? Okay, now we're on to DIY number 4, which is our final DIY. So for this, we're just going to take 2 of these Simply Blessed signs with the hooks on them, and we are going to remove the hooks and the hanger on the back. After that, we're going to go ahead and use my utility knife and score along the edge where this little white frame is, And then we're just going to take our Cricut spatula and pop that right off. The first one took me a little while, but after that, this second one was so simple to do. Now I'm just going to take my hooks off. I just told y'all I did that a minute ago, but I didn't. Now we're going to take our hooks off and put them to the side because we are going to use them. On each one of these signs, we're going to do one good coat of our black chalkboard paint, and then we're going to cover both of the signs with more of our buffalo check vinyl from the Dollar Tree. I love this stuff, y'all, and this is the kind of thing that I use it for. It's just to cover things up. Y'all know me and my buffalo check. Then we're just going to take our frames and glue them right back on. They didn't need anything. They were already white, and I love how this turned out. And then we are going to go ahead and put our hook back on. And we're doing the same exact thing to each of these little signs. Next, I'm going to take one of the window frames from the Dollar Tree, take off the centerpiece, and use my heat gun to get all that glue off. Again, these were the perfect thing. They didn't need anything to these either. So now I'm going to take some E6000 and some hot glue, and we are just going to glue that other piece right on top of it, doing 2 of these, of course. Same exact thing to both of them, and that's it. These could go anywhere in your house. I could see these in a bathroom, in a foyer, anywhere. I think they turned out super cute. So y'all, here's our final reveal. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Let me know if you're getting sick of the farmhouse. I'm not, because that's what I decorate my home in. But y'all let me know if you want to see other things. I'm trying to push myself out of my comfort zone a little bit, but sometimes that's a little hard. So y'all just let me know what you think. And don't forget to enter our giveaway. All you have to do is incorporate the word farmhouse into your comment somehow, and you will be entered. And I will be announcing the winner on Monday. I love each and every one of you, and I thank all of you for your support. You'll never know how much it means to me. Thanks for watching. Y'all come back now. You hear?